fresh, I rock well.
Now I want to move into distinguishing the difference between beat making versus DJing, because they're confounded, but they're also related. Originally, beats came from DJs, DJ Kool Herc, who invented the merry-go-round technique of taking two copies of the same record or two copies of different records and playing the breaks, or the breakdown section of a record that went to a stripped-down drum break, right? Just drums, maybe it might have like a bass groove. And he found that people would dance the hardest. They would really, like people at the party, because this was block parties in the South Bronx, right? And the audience starts going crazy when the breaks play, right? And so he would extend the break by going back and forth. So we had beats that way, manually, being Meanwhile, on this turntable, he's queuing up the break section and throws the crossfader over it so it only plays this one. Right? Extending the break, that was called. And then eventually, and MCs would rap over it. Because he's doing this technical procedure, he needs someone, whereas you know, in Jamaican culture, and Kool Herc was Jamaican, originally you had disco DJs who just play. They didn't need MCs. They could talk over the beats themselves. But they're doing these more technical operations. They need an MC to talk to the crowd, and thus the rapper, the MC is born. So you're making beats with turntables. That moves into, later in the 80s, drum machines, samplers that are able to loop it automatically, not manually. But there's kind of gray area, because a DJ, a skilled DJ, a turntablist who uses turntables as an instrument, can do a live remix where you slightly offset the same record by maybe half a second or a quarter second. It can have this kind of staggered, create a kind of an echo effect, or you can manipulate records and create new beats and rhythms manually. And nowadays, we can do beats live, beat sets. So effectively, people now, there's a whole beat scene that centers on the producer who's moved to the forefront, to the front of the stage, literally, and the MCs may not even be there. Now what I'm doing is I'm pressing a couple buttons that are assigned to slices of a pre-existing song. Remixing it, right, and creating a beat live. So there's overlap, but there's also differences for the most part.
To be fresh, I rock well.